All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. On Onebar with Lupagus. Vikings sign 13 players to future contracts. We're going to go over that real quick. 2 new Vikings as well, so stay tuned who they are. Hit that sub button, hit that like. Here all off season. Let's just hop right into this thing. What do you say?
Yeah, and let's just quickly, before we talk about some of the new faces, let's just go over some names you'll recognize. Brett Rippon, I expect him to be quarterback 3 next year. Gabe Murphy.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think they love him. Lucky Jackson, Thayer Thomas. So some names you're very familiar with. Names Henry Bird that will carry over into this year's training camp. So definitely some names who are still going to have their shot to make the purple. So good luck.
Yeah, and Gabe Murphy is the biggest name on the list. Gabe Murphy. So future contract just means nobody can get them. They're under contract. They will be on the Vikings roster when that time comes. So yeah, there's some decent name there, but there's 2 names we got to get to know of. I already did a video on Reddy Stewart, so go check that out for a little more in depth. But I love this guy. He's a playmaker. When he was cut in the training camp by the Bears, I think everybody was fairly surprised. They brought him back to the practice squad. He was elevated for 1 game. What's he do? Marvin Harrison fumble. So check out Reddy Stewart. He's comes into a great scenario. Vikings don't have many corners. It's not like he's going to be competing for playing time, but he might compete with guys like Nudie McLaughlin at the bottom of that chart.
I think you might think he's going to the Pro Bowl next year.
I just, he's one of those guys that just lit it up in preseason. And when you look back at college, he went to Troy, 9 interceptions. He was a baller. I like it. Reddy Stewart, 2 interceptions
Reddy
in preseason.
Stewart. You got me,
right.
You got me excited.
He's going to the Hall of Fame. Ready.
Wow. All right. Well, the other new face is another cornerback, Khalif Halassi. 6'1", 194, and he does have some NFL experience as well.
Yeah, he's played with the Browns and was at the Chiefs, and I think he's even got 1 start, 9 games. He's 25 years old. Don't know a ton about this dude, but clearly the fresh faces at corner shows you that they want to get a little glimpse. And I think I saw it that he was part of their joint practice or something. So they got to look at him last year.
Got to sniff around him. Yeah, 8 tackles in his career. He tackled for a loss. He's broken up the pass. So Khalif, I love his size, 6'1". I mean, nothing wrong with having big corners and match up with big receivers. So again, secondary, like you already talked about, the cornerback group's gonna be thin. A lot of new faces in there next year. Hopefully Murph comes back. But these guys, I mean, you never know with these future contracts who's going to emerge, who's going to be the next Jalen Redmond. So you can never rule any of them out.
Absolutely not. And cornerback's going to be, who knows what they're going to do there. And worst case is these guys end up on the practice squad. Someone goes down, you elevate them. So they're getting a very, very good look at these dudes early. Very early.
So early. So yeah, Vikings, 13 future contracts, 2 new faces in that group. You know what? Training camp can't get here soon enough.
We got plenty of things to do. We got to draft some players. We got some free agency. We got some moves to make. So we'll see. And also, I don't know if you mentioned it, but the Bird dog is on that list, Henry.
Oh, I
Bird.
Still a little Henry Bird in there. All right, guys, remember this as well. People see you. What about this is good news for you? People see you as 20% more attractive than you think you are, according to a study.
Wow, thank God.